Well, as John Longley mentioned, our softball team had an excellent season, and I'm joined now by two members of that team. We have Kaylee Reed and Athena Alexopoulos, who I think I finally pronounced that correctly. So, first of all, guys, thanks for joining us. We can't go without mentioning how weird of a year it was. Softball had the benefit of being later in the year when things started to open up a little bit, plus it's an outdoor sport. So first of all, was there any panic for you guys prior to the season that there wasn't going to be a year, or were we pretty confident that we were going to have one?
A little bit. Like, we were a little worried about the whole, mask situation, if, we'd be able to play, full games and stuff like that, and just how everything would work out.
Now, were there any limitations or rule changes or anything that you guys had to adjust to?
At first, for pitching, they had us each team pick balls, and we had 2 balls per team, and we only could use those balls, and we couldn't switch off.
Oh, interesting.
We also weren't allowed to have team meetings either, so that was kind of a struggle in the beginning.
Yeah, so I was going to actually ask a little bit about that too. So, it's a limited schedule. You don't have your usual off season. Add in the fact that you can't have team meetings. How do you sort of approach that? It's got to be a different feel in the off season.
I feel like we just try to work around it, and especially with practicing and stuff like that, we just had to be on our game coming into the season, and just really work hard with everything, and maybe use signs too to communicate on the field.
Now, you guys did not get to have a season last year then, correct?
Yeah.
No.
So what were your expectations of the team coming into this year? Did you know how talented of a group you had? Did you know this was a tournament level team?
We all kind of pretty much knew each other from the beginning. We've all played softball together before, so we all knew everyone. We just didn't know. We knew that we had potential.
So now you don't have to run through every game. I won't make you memorize that, but give us a little bit of a season recap, either one of you, just sort of how you started, how you finished. I know obviously everyone's going to lose at some point besides one team in the tournament, but just sort of a full season recap on how that went.
I feel like we had a really good start, and we came into the season very strong, and we beat a lot of good teams. And the teams that we did lose to, it was only by 1 or 2 runs, and probably games that we should have won. So then by the time tournament came, we were all ready and thought we could definitely beat those teams that we had close games with. So.
And for your regular season schedule, was it strictly TVL teams, one side of the TVL, or did you guys get to play some out of conference as well?
I'm pretty sure it was pretty much TVL, but we did play some other teams that we didn't play before.
So compared to some of the other sports and the number of games they got to play, you guys almost had a full season, because typically it's about 20 games, correct?
Yeah.
So you get through that, and you get to the tournament, and correct? Who was that against, and how'd that game go?
We played Norwell, and last year we remember hearing that they were a really, and so we didn't really know exactly what to expect, because obviously with everything changing, so it could have went both ways. They could be really good or even not good at all, but just all came ready to play and got really excited for the game, and then ended up being able to.
Tough game. Don't think it takes anything away from the season, certainly. What was it like just having an opportunity to play in the tournament where a lot of sports didn't even get to have tournaments?
We were all very excited because we first played Norton in the regular season, and we only lost by 1, and we all played pretty hard, and then we ended up playing them or getting a second chance to play them. Unfortunately, we didn't. We did very well, but we just weren't able to continue on.
Now, what would, if you can find a highlight through the season, whether it's a particular game or something even off the field, for each of you, I'll give you both a chance to answer, to put you on the spot. Is there a certain highlight that stands out for you?
I think the Hopkinton game was a really big highlight for our season, because the first time we played them, we lost by 1 run, and we all just really wanted to beat them at their home field, and it was their senior night. So we were all so excited, and then we just came up and then ended up winning, and that was a really big highlight for us.
I thought the Hopkinton game was really good too. I also thought our first time against Norton was very good, because we all played collectively and as a team.
That's awesome. So now, Kaylee, you're going to be a senior, and Athena, you're going to be a junior. Graduate from this year's team.
This year we only had one senior, Jillian Obrys, and then next year I think we're going to have 7, so that's a big change.
Yeah, so pretty veteran team. Do we have expectations for next season yet, or how's that shaping up?
I think we'll do really well.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll be happy to have you guys come back, hopefully with some more good news. But just congratulations on an awesome season. I'm so happy you guys got to have close to a full season plus the tournament. And just awesome to see how well you guys did. So thank you for coming in. Much
Thanks for
appreciated.
Thank you so much.